The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development set forth a globally agreed universal vision for development to ensure people can live a life in dignity and prosperity on a healthy planet. The United Nations Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework is the most important instrument for planning and implementing UN development activities in each country in support of the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. It translates this vision of member states into UN actions and impact in a country. With less than 10 years left until 2030, the Cooperation Framework aims to promote solutions that transform economies, societies, and human behaviour. Following participatory preparation involving civil society, academia, the private sector, international partners, local communities, vulnerable groups, and others to ensure their voices are factored into development solutions, the Cooperation Framework is co-signed by the UN and the government. The Cooperation Framework brings the breadth of expertise of the entire UN development system, regardless of in-country presence, to shape the UN collective contribution to development solutions at country level. The Cooperation Framework guides the entire programme cycle of the UN support to countries. This cycle is usually 3 to 5 years long and features 9 key steps. A roadmap that outlines the main steps of the Cooperation Framework design process. A common country analysis that examines a country's progress and challenges toward achieving certain sustainable development goals, with opportunities to speed up action by 2030. A design stage that identifies and prioritises the solutions with the biggest impact potential, where the UN can add the greatest value. A configuration of the UN country team, when the UN capacities required for delivering expected results are defined. The signature of the Cooperation Framework by the UN and the government. Funding framework, when the financial resources to deliver the solutions are identified. UN entity-specific country programs are derived from the Cooperation Framework. Implementation of the Cooperation Framework is coordinated through joint work plans. Monitoring assesses performance during implementation and feeds directly into real-time learning and a mandatory evaluation of the results. Every Cooperation Framework will adhere to a set of core principles, reaching the most vulnerable and marginalised, protecting and promoting human rights, advancing gender equality and women's empowerment, deepening resilience, ensuring sustainability, and upholding accountability. What is in it for each country? Tailor-made, integrated policy advice to unblock progress on major development challenges and catalyse development opportunities. More effective coordinated programmes aligned to national priorities. Greater responsiveness to emerging issues and to regional and cross-border challenges that impact development in the country. Identification and mobilisation of development expertise and development finance. The Cooperation Framework brings together all actors, uniting them to help accelerate progress on the Sustainable Development Goals and national development priorities. Hence, it translates the promise of life in dignity and prosperity on a healthy planet into tangible results for all. To learn more about the Cooperation Framework, visit unsdg.un.org.